everyone, today's video is a little bit different. While I do talk about a lot of things at different price points, the focus of most of my content is on more affordable items. Even when we're talking about a place like Nordstrom, who happens to have sponsored today's video, I tend to gravitate personally when I shop towards their in-house brands like Caslon and Halogen that are priced, and BP as well, actually that's another one, that are priced a little bit more moderately than some of the other things that you could find at Nordstrom. But let us not forget that Nordstrom has a wide range of content, of items to purchase, and price points. And so today's video, I thought it'd be fun to look through my collection from years of shopping at Nordstrom, the more luxury, high-end products that I just absolutely love, I think are absolutely worth it, and I'll share a couple of new purchases that I know are going to stay on that list as well. Now I've broken this down into categories as I like to do. We have beauty, we have clothing, we have accessories, and I guess kind of an other lifestyle product that doesn't fit into any of the other ones. As with all of my videos, everything is listed down in the description box in the order in which I talk about them here in the video. And if you're unfamiliar with the description box, if you're watching on a desktop, it is the show more right underneath my head. And if you're watching on a mobile, there's going to be a little arrow pointing up next to the title. Click on that and you should be good to go. So let's start with beauty products. I'm going to start with skincare, and this is definitely the most luxurious face mask I've ever used. It's the Black Rose Cream Mask from Sicily, Paris. This is a newer brand to Nordstrom. They actually opened a Sicily counter at my local Nordstrom just a year or two ago, maybe 2 years now, and I was very excited to get this in person, but they have the full range online, and I absolutely love this mask. I have had this actual tube for years. I portion out a little bit at a time. I'm almost to the point where I have to cut it open and scrape out what's left. But this is, I like to call it the hangover cure in a tube, even if you're not hungover. But if you have a really special event someday, or you just want to look extra, or you're feeling really terrible and you just want your skin to look more radiant and plump and fresh, this is the way to go. You can apply it for 10 minutes and then wipe it off. But what I like to do is put it on the night before an event and sleep in it. And I wake up looking so much better than I normally do. I often get asked if I had to pick a makeup product for each category that I could only wear for the rest of my life, what would it be? And it's usually pretty hard to answer, but I can confidently say that the La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation is it for me. I could wear this every single day. Every time I wear it in a video, I get comments about how good my skin looks. It's not my skin, it's the foundation. I wear it in the shade 120, I think it's 120, Ivory, and it lasts a really long time. I've talked about this for years. What I think is so unique about this foundation is that while it looks good when you first put it on, it gets better as the day goes on. It's not just that it's long wearing, it improves over the course of a day. Now what I'm wearing today, I actually kind of forgot that I had. When we redid our bathroom and I rearranged all my makeup, there were some items that got shoved into different boxes and got forgotten about, and I've been putting things back, and it's what I'm wearing today. And this is the Tom Ford Traceless Foundation Stick, and I have it in the shade 0.5, I believe, yes, Porcelain. It's what I'm wearing today. It is a beautiful, very luxurious foundation, almost full coverage, I would say. It's very dewy. I've actually powdered it with a matte powder to make it a little less dewy, but you can still see some reflection just from the sun coming through the windows. It's very dewy, it's really beautiful. I would save this more for special occasions, and I have. I'm not even wearing concealer on my face, just under my eyes. It has amazing coverage, so definitely worth the price tag. I have a lot of lipsticks in my collection, but I tend to gravitate toward the same handful over and over and over, and one that I reach for constantly, it's always in my purse, I kind of just move it from purse to purse, is the Hermes Satin Lipstick. I have it in 2 shades. The original shade that I bought it in was called Beige Tadalek, which is a little more of an orangey nude, great for summer, but my favorite shade is Rose Encens. It's what I'm wearing now. It's just such a beautiful, easy to wear, soft, warm pink. It can be a little more of a paler pink. It's picking up as a deeper color today because I layered it over a lip liner that's a little bit deeper, but I love how it sits on my lips. It doesn't make any of the lines on my lips stand out. It lasts a really long time. It's not long wearing, but it lasts a very long time. It feels really nice on the lips, and come on, this packaging is beautiful. It's very heavy. It has the magnetic closure, and I rarely save packaging, but it came in a little baby Hermes orange box, even complete with a little dust bag for the refill. I have the original color that I purchased here. I'll show you. There it is. It goes on pretty true to that color. This is definitely a luxury purchase, but what is nice is you can buy the refills separately, so that while that initial purchase is higher than a normal lipstick, by purchasing the refills and just swapping them out, it makes it a little more accessible. I do want to mention the Tom Ford eyeshadow quads. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4. I bought 3. One was a gift, and that's the one that I want to talk about. It is Cocoa Mirage, and I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. And the reason why I want to point out why this might actually be worth the $88 or $90 that this quad is this quad is, I think I got this gifted to me in 2011, 2012. I know, you should not keep makeup that long, but the fact that these 4 shadows are easily a decade old and they are as creamy and soft as the day that this was given to me is insane. I have held on to a lot of eyeshadow palettes just for the memories, and the shadows don't hold up. This is nuts. So while I'm not suggesting that it is a good idea to wear or hold on to makeup for a decade, these shadows, the formulation is very unique, and I just had to share that with you. Here's what Honeymoon looks like. I forgot to include it in my favorite fall eyeshadow palettes. This one is De La Creme, and it's actually the shimmer shade is what I have on my lid today. And then this one I believe is discontinued. They might have brought it back. This is Golden Mink. Aren't they pretty? These are expensive, but boy, do they hold up. I also want to include 2 fragrances. The first one is, I mispronounced this. I'll try my best. Maison Francis Kurkdjian Paris, the Baccarat Rouge 540 scent. I actually got this last year during the anniversary sale. About halfway through it. It's such an amazing, beautiful, sexy, a little fresher, I'd say, than what I normally go for, but it's still very warm and spicy. But then another one that I absolutely love, and I bought it in the smaller travel size, and this is a new purchase. It literally just arrived today. This is the Tom Ford Lost Cherry, and I purchased it because Nordstrom was having a triple points event for their card holders. And I've told you year after year that obviously the main advantage to being a Nordstrom card holder is to be able to shop earlier during the Nordstrom anniversary sale, but also it's the points. It's why I buy as much as I can from Nordstrom, because I love accumulating those points. And when you are an icon or ambassador level, those are the 2 highest levels. It's not just triple points. I believe it was 9 points for every $1 spent. So I bought a few things, and this is one of them. I love this scent. It is very sweet, but warm. It's not like a candy sweetness. It's a very much adult fragrance. The packaging is really cool. It came in this very nice box. I love this. I've recommended this for a while, and I've heard back from a lot of you who have purchased this on my recommendation, and you absolutely love it. And that makes me very happy, and I'm really excited to have a full-size bottle of it to put with my collection. I do have one item sitting on my wish list. I'm gonna wait for another triple points event or a special occasion. It's the La Prairie Skin Caviar Foundation and Concealer. I've been wanting this for years. It is over $200. I have justified it in my head that it's 2 products in one. It's a bottle of foundation, and then the top cap contains the concealer, so it's still ridiculously expensive. But I have tried samples of it over the years, and it is like nothing I've ever put on my skin. I'd be curious if any of you have it. Please let me know what you think of it. Is it worth it? All right, let's move on to some fashion items. I'm just gonna insert some pictures over here. I have a lot of budget-friendly jeans, but the ones that I always go back to, especially for special occasions or important things like the photo shoot for the launch of my Marnie bag, I wore frame jeans. I love frame jeans. I have one pair of the Lehigh skinny jeans. Those are the most well-fitting skinny jeans I've ever put on my body. And then it's that whole Lehigh line. I also purchased the Lehigh straight leg cropped during the anniversary sale. And I picked up one pair of the AG ex-boyfriend slim, I think they're slim straight jeans. I picked up one pair during the anniversary sale. Love them so much. I purchased a second one during the Triple Points event. The fabric on these, the fit on these, they definitely fit my body differently and better than the more budget-friendly jeans. And then the last item from fashion that I want to talk about is this. This was something else that I purchased during the Triple Points event. Yes, I went a little bit crazy. There's one more thing I'm going to show you that I bought. This is part of the Nordstrom signature line. So while most of the Nordstrom in-house brands are priced at a more budget-friendly price point, the Nordstrom signature brand, I would say, is more of their designer end line. So it's a definite higher price point, and their cashmere is beautiful. And I have coveted something from their cashmere line for a very long time, and I finally decided to pull the trigger. There's something about cashmere that is so wearable. It's so lightweight. It feels so buttery smooth, and I'm gonna insert a picture of the full outfit. I think it's a really unique piece. I can wear this with jeans because of the length. I can wear it over leggings. I love the side slit. I think it's a really unique piece, and it's definitely a classic, and I will have this for years and years and years. I do have one item still sitting in my wish list from the anniversary sale, and it is the Reese wool wrap coat. It's still available if you're a size, I think 10 or 12, but it's sold out and everything else, and it was on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale. I actually saw this coat for the first time on Jamie O'Banion's Instagram feed. She is the founder of Beauty Bio, a brand that is actually carried at Nordstrom, and I've just wanted this coat. It looks so glamorous. It's something I can wear every single day in the winter time, and it's sold out before I could get my hands on it. During the anniversary sale, Icons cleared that thing out as fast as I could, and it's just still sitting in my wish list. If my size ever comes back in stock on sale, I'm gonna snatch it up. It's a pretty classic coat. I don't think it's going anywhere, so it's why I think it's worth the money to pay for a coat like that. The last really big category is accessories. It's a pretty broad category as far as I'm concerned. It includes jewelry, it includes shoes, handbags. So let's start with what is on my wrist. You see, well, not the watch. This is the watch I used to wear every day for, oh my gosh, 5, 6, 7 years. No, maybe longer. It's been a long time. I love this watch. This is the Michelle Deco Diamond watch. I just put this on for the video. I actually let the battery go. I need to take it and get a new battery put in it. I've been wearing my Apple Watch, and it's fun, but I realized there's something about a good, nice, classic watch. So there's something very classic, very beautiful about this watch. I'm definitely gonna start wearing it when I go to more formal events. I just like how it looks on my wrist. I personally decided if I'm gonna spend this much on a watch, I want it to go with everything. So I chose the option with the gold and silver bracelet, and then I love all the little diamonds around the face of it. And I feel like there's something really timeless about a square or rectangle face. This exact one is no longer available. I will link the closest thing to it. It's almost identical. And then these 3 bracelets, I wear them every day. They're always linked down in my description box. And I wanna tell you which ones are actually worth it. So this top one is a David Yurman. Obviously, I like it. I mean, it's a beautiful piece. It's the cable bracelet. It has the diamonds on the end. The problem is it's a cuff, and it doesn't really expand or contract, and you kind of have to fight with your arm to get it on. You can get scraped up wearing it. So it's my least favorite. I would not recommend this design. What I really love is my Lagos cuff. It's part of their Caviar collection, and it has a hinge. It has a hinge, so you don't have to fight with your arm to get it on. Mine is the Swiss Blue Topaz, and then my other bracelet that you see me wearing all the time that I never talk about is also from Lagos, also part of their Caviar collection. I can't remember the exact name of it. There are 2 versions. There's the version where you still have the silver beads, but the X's are outlined in gold with the diamonds. I went for the all one tone, so my X's are also silver with the diamonds, and this is more of a traditional bracelet. Easy to clasp with one hand to take on and off by yourself. Obviously, I wear all 3 of these bracelets every single day, so I very much love them, and I definitely think that they are worth it. All right, now let's move on to the shoe part of this. I wear all kinds of shoes, and I love all my shoes, but particularly for dressing up for formal events, I love a designer shoe. And I don't even know. Let's start with the Stuart Weitzman. So these are not available, but I need to tell you the story behind these. I can see as clear as day where they were sitting on a round table in the shoe department at my local Nordstrom. I was walking through there with Michael. It was around my birthday and he saw these and he said, you have to get them. And I just agreed. And so I've had these, I think 7 or 8 years. It's been a while. And look at how well they've held up. And I just want to point out how cute, even though you can't get these anymore, I'm sorry, but look how cute the bottoms are. One shoe says Stuart and one shoe says Weitzman. How cute is that? Anyway, I absolutely love these. Another pair of shoes that I've had for years and years, and they do still carry something similar, are these pumps. I mean, look at this heel. It's like an ice pick, and these shoes are not uncomfortable. I could wear these for a good 4 or 5 hours before my feet start to hurt a little bit. Considering how high the heel is and how pointed the toe is, that is saying something. But if I had to pick a favorite designer shoe brand, it would probably be, it would definitely be Jimmy Choo. And I want to show you 2 of my favorites. These specific ones, again, are no longer available. I will link to what is the most current version of these down in the description box. And my point in telling you this is, like, my personal Nordstrom does not carry Jimmy Choo in the store. It doesn't mean you can't order them on the website or ask a sales associate to order it for you. I'll talk about that more in the handbag part. But 2 Jimmy Choos I just want to share with you because they're special to me. First are these. Look at all that beautiful glitter. Look at the shininess of that heel. I mean, these are so fun. These were originally purchased to wear for Shane's bar mitzvah for the evening party, but pretty much every New Year's, every black tie event, if I'm wearing a black dress, these come out. They are so fun. But the shoes that probably get worn the most and are a little more practical are these. And these are just the nude patent heel. You cannot go wrong with a nude heel. I would love to get these in just the normal leather, not the shiny leather. Again, I mean, it's a crazy high heel, but there's something about these shoes that are super comfortable as compared to other similar style shoes. And yes, they are an investment, but as you can see, I've had both of those shoes and worn them multiple times for years and years and years, and they're still in style and they still hold up, and to me, that is worth the investment. I could pull both of those shoes out 20 years from now, assuming I could still walk around in a pair of heels, and they would still be in style, fairly certain. I do have a pair of shoes sitting on my wish list. They are the Stuart Weitzman Nudist Strong ankle strap sandals. I haven't really been attracted to a pair of shoes that have an ankle strap, but there's something about these. They're a classic. They've been around for a very long time, and I don't have any open-toed, really evening shoes, although these could definitely be worn day or night, and so they are sitting on my wish list, and one day they will be mine. All right, my most favorite category, if I had to pick one of the luxury items that I love, are handbags. And I want to start by saying that I am strategic about when I purchase my designer handbags at Nordstrom. I purchase them either on triple point or double point event days, or because I'm a card holder, I have a certain amount of personal double points days that I can use throughout the year, and I'll designate that day so I can get all the points. Because as you accumulate points, those convert into gift certificates. I believe it's 2,000 points is a $20 gift certificate, and it's not dollar for dollar, point for point. Like during the last triple point event, it was 9 points for every dollar spent if you are an icon or ambassador. So it adds up really quickly. I usually hoard mine all year and then cash them out during the holidays and split it in half and give 1 gift certificate to each of my kids. So just an extra way to add some holiday cheer. So let's talk about handbags. My most recent one that I absolutely love and obviously think it's worth it is the YSL medium Nikki bag. I just unpacked her from her dust bag, so the strap is all tucked in. I do have a whole separate video just on this bag, so I won't get into too much detail, but I obviously love this bag. I think it could be carried as an everyday bag, depending on what kind of environment that you are in. I'm a very casual person, so this is not something I reach for on a daily basis. I reserve this for more formal events, business lunches, meetings, fundraising luncheons that I've been to, things like that are just where I would have to get dressed up during the day, or if it's not an evening, like formal evening event, I have carried this as well. This one I have also done a whole video on. This is a much more casual bag. This is very much for me an everyday bag that I can carry. This is the Chloe Faye bag, and they discontinued this last year. They brought it back this year, slightly different. I will put the 2021 version down in the description box. It does come with a long shoulder strap that clearly is detachable. I've taken mine off. I love this bag. I think it is very versatile. It has, well, you know what, just click on the eye or open up the description box, watch the video. Got this on a double points day. And then I want to show you a bag that I didn't purchase at Nordstrom, much to my regret, all those points lost. But they now carry the brand in Nordstrom online even, which makes me very happy. This is from the brand Mulberry, which is a British brand. And this is the medium Lily, I think it's the shoulder bag or convertible bag. It's convertible because, let me close her up. You can wear it over your shoulder like this, or you can pull the chain all the way through, and you can either have it a long shoulder bag or a crossbody bag. It's the same concept as the YSL bag. This to me, again, some people would carry this every day. I feel like this is a more formal bag, so I reserve this again for more formal events when I'm dressing up. Not so much for an evening kind of thing, but mostly during the day. I wish I had purchased it with the gold hardware instead of the silver. They currently have the gold on the Nordstrom website. It carries a ton. This is why you should store your bags stuffed. Don't do what I did. Stuff your bags. Anyway, it does carry a ton of stuff in here, and I love Mulberry. I have quite a few pieces from Mulberry. There's just something really iconic about the way they close their bags. I absolutely adore them. I do have a bag also sitting on my wish list on my Nordstrom account, and it is the, I have to read it to make sure I get it right, the YSL Mini Lou Pebbled Camera Bag. I don't have a really nice evening bag, and I like the size of this one. I like that I could fit a decent amount of stuff in it, but it's not a big oversized bag like I generally carry all the time, so it's appropriate for evening, but you can still get away with wearing it in more casual environments as well. So that is why it is sitting on my wish list. I do want to point out something that a lot of you might not be aware of. The Nordstrom flagship stores, for sure, in Seattle, and then the one in Chicago, and I think the one in New York as well, they have designer boutiques of specific brands inside their store. So the flagship one in Seattle has a Chanel boutique. Pretty sure they have a Louis Vuitton one. So even though you're not gonna see those in necessarily your local store or on the website, doesn't mean that you can't get those bags through Nordstrom. So either go in store, find your favorite sales associate, call your local store, or call the customer service number, like the 1-800 one, and they will connect you with the luxury bag of your choice. So definitely take advantage of that option. And then of course, if you're a card holder, that's a way to really rack up those points. Now I have one more purchase that I consider higher end, and I forgot to include something in the beauty category, and they're from the same brand. Yes. It is a vacuum cleaner and a hair straightener. I'm sure you figured out they're both from Dyson. I finally bit the bullet and bought the Dyson V8 Animal Cordless Stick Vacuum Cleaner. I bought this during their Nordstrom summer sale, actually. So I got it. Dyson rarely goes on sale, so when it does, it's a good time to grab it. I love it. I find myself vacuuming every single day. I do plan on doing a video later this month comparing it to the other cordless vacuum that I purchased the previous month, and there's pros and maybe a con, maybe not, to both of them. So I'll go into that in a future video, so make sure you're subscribed. But I love my Dyson. I don't know why I waited so long. It's great. And then my most recent purchase that I'm gonna do more of a dedicated video on, but I wanna make sure that you see it because I did also pick this up during the triple point sale that they just had. I went crazy, like I'll admit it. It's the new Corral straightener. I saw this in store during a beauty event during the anniversary sale, and I really wanted it, and I just had it sitting in my wish list, and then during the triple points event I just added it to cart. It is amazing. It is like nothing I've ever used as far as a straightener goes. I've already used it plenty of times to straighten my hair. I've actually figured out how to curl my hair for the first time ever with a straightener. There's so many great things about this. Yes, it is a high ticket item, especially for what it is. But there are so many amazing features about this flat iron. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad that I decided to purchase it. Actually, I had curly hair and I used it just before this video to straighten it out. Kind of missed this little section here. So I'm gonna use my computer monitor as my mirror and just kind of, I see one piece sticking out. This is hard. My computer monitor is flipped around. So I am seeing things backwards. Here it is. This is the piece that was making me crazy. There we go, nice bend in it. Anyway, I love that it is cordless. I can do tutorials right here in my kitchen, and it comes with the stand that makes it just so easy to use. And it actually will charge as you're using it every time you set it down in the stand. Anyway, we'll get into that in a future video later this month. But in summary, there are quite a few higher end luxury designer, whatever you want to call it, items that I have purchased over the years and some fairly recently that I think are definitely worth the money. I think there's something at Nordstrom for everyone from every end of the budget. And today we just highlighted some of the ones on the higher end of the spectrum. I'd love to hear from you. Is there any big ticket item that you purchased from Nordstrom that you absolutely love? Or is there something sitting on your wish list that you're just waiting for that right moment to put it into your cart? Let me know down in the comments. As always, thank you so much to Nordstrom for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.